Shalom and blessings, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm James with Fiery Faith Ministries, and I am in an undisclosed location for the week in the beautiful state of Florida. Uh, we have taken a trip to see some family, and we're enjoying that time here together. But of course, wanted to be able to still share the readings that we do each and every week. And so we are going to be reading the Haftarah and the Besorah today. It is going to be a short, abbreviated version. I'm just going to be doing the reading itself line by line, as we always do. And we're just so blessed to be able to do this. And we wanted to make sure that we continue on doing this week to week so that it can be a blessing to you and your week as well. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow at really 1 p.m. EST to do our reading on the new weekly portion. So thank you for joining me, everybody. You got some people in the chat already. Great to see everybody. We've got the Colettis. Blessings to you, and thank you for your kind words. We always love being able to fellowship with you and share this time together. And blessings and shalom to Andrea. Good morning. Thank you for being here. And Betty King. Good morning and howdy to you as well as Judy. Great to be here with you. And Sherry, blessings and shalom to everyone. We've got Wirewool as well. Great to have all of you. Just so thankful for the time that you guys give to this ministry, that we can share this time together, reading the word, just praising the Father, looking for his guidance, his wisdom as we share this in unity together. It is a blessing and an honor to be able to just read his word together, read it over the airwaves, that it's broadcasted to the four corners. And that is our prayer here at the ministry, is that it reach the ears and the eyes of those that are willing to hear and listen. And we just pray that the Father continues to water the seeds that we can plant in others' lives. And it is so important that we're planting the right kind of seeds, that we can bear the right kind of fruit, that we can shine our light throughout the darkness. And so we know that that is the calling here, and we encourage you to do the same, to have the boldness to spread his word, to share his message, no matter who it is, no matter where you are. That is really the most important thing we can be doing as we emulate and walk in Messiah's footsteps. So thank you, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get going. And I am going to share my screen now so we can get into this portion. Of course, this was a double portion, so a little more reading than normal. Of course, we are going to have the two portions for the Haftarah and then just the one for the Besorah. And that's going to be Judges 11, 1 through 33, and Micah 5:6 through 6:8. The Besorah portion is going to be coming from Matthew 21, 1 through 17. So I'm working with one screen today, so bear with me here as I work through it. All right, I think we're good to go. So we're going to start in Judges, chapter 11. Now Yethap the Gadi was a mighty man of valor, and he was the son of a harlot. And Gilad begat Yiftach. And Gilad's woman bore him sons, and his woman's sons grew up, and they thrust out Yiftach, and said unto him, You shall not inherit in our father's house, for you are the son of a strange woman. Then Yiftach fled from his brethren, and dwelt in the land of Tov. And there were gathered vain men of Yiftach, and went out with him. And it came to pass in process of time that the children of Ammon made war against Yasharel. And it was so. And when the children of Ammon made war against Yasharel, the elders of Gilad went to fetch Yiftach out of the land of Tov. And they said unto Yiftach, Come and be our captain, that we may fight with the children of Ammon. And Yiftach said unto the elders of Gilad, Did not ye hate me and expel me out of my father's house, And why are ye come unto me now, when ye are in distress? And the elders of Gilad said unto Yiftach, Therefore we turn again to you now, that you may go with us and fight again the children of Ammon, and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilad. And Yiftach said unto the elders of Gilad, If ye bring me home again to fight against the children of Ammon, and Yahweh deliver them before me, shall I be your head? And the elders of Gilad said unto Yiftach, Yahweh be witness between us, if we do not so according to your words. Then Yiftach went with the elders of Gilad, and the people made him head and captain over them. And Yiftach uttered all his words before Yahweh in Mizpah. And Yiftach sent messengers unto the king of the children of Ammon, saying, What have you to do with me, that you are come against me to fight in my land? And the king of the children of Ammon answered unto the messengers of Yiftach, Because Yasharel took away my land, when they came out of Mitzrayim, from Arnon, even unto Jacob, and unto the Yarden. Now therefore restore those lands again peaceably. And Yiftach sent messengers again unto the king of the children of Ammon, and said unto him, Thus says Yiftach, Yasharel took not away the land of Moab, nor the land of the children of Ammon. But when Yasharel came up from Mitzrayim, and walked through the wilderness unto the Red Sea, and came to Kadesh, then Yasharel sent messengers unto the king of Edom, saying, Let me, I pray you, pass through your land. But the king of Edom would not hearken thereto. And in like manner they sent unto the king of Moab, but he would not consent. And Yasharel abode in Kadesh. Then they went along through the wilderness, and compassed the land of Edom, and the land of Moab, and came by the east side of the land of Moab, and pitched on the other side of Arnon, but came not within the border of Moab, for Arnon was the border of Moab. And Yasharel sent messengers unto Sichon, king of the Emoriim, the king of Cheshbon. And Yasharel said unto him, Let us pass, we pray you, through your land into my place. But Shishon trusted not Yasharel to pass through his coast. But Shishon gathered all his people together, and pitched in Yahatz, and fought against Yasharel. And Yahweh Elohai of Yasharel delivered Shishon and all his people unto the hand of Yasharel, and they smote them. So Yasharel possessed all the land of the Emoriim, the inhabitants of that country. And they possessed all the coast of the Emoriim, from Arnon even unto Yabok, and from the wilderness even unto the Yarden. So now Yahweh Elohai of Yasharel has dispossessed the Emoriim from before his people, Yasharel, and should you possess it? Will not you possess that which Chemosh, your Elohim, gives you to possess? So whomsoever Yahweh Eloheinu shall drive out from before us, them will we possess. And now, are you anything better than Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab? Did he ever strive against Yasharel, or did he ever fight against them? While Yasharel dwelt in Cheshbon and her towns, and in Aroer and her towns, and in all the cities that be along by the coast of Arnon 300 years? Why therefore did ye not recover them within that time? Wherefore I have not sinned against you, but you do me wrong, to war against me. Yahweh the judge be judge this day between the children of Yasharel and the children of Ammon. Howbeit the king of the children of Ammon hearkened not unto the words of Yiftach, which he sent him. Then the Ruach Yahweh came upon Yiftach, and he passed over Gilad and Manasseh, and passed over Mizpah, of Gilad, and from Mitzpah of Gilad he passed over unto the children of Ammon. And Yiftach vowed a vow unto Yahweh and said, If you shall without fail deliver the children of Ammon into my hands, then it shall be that whatsoever comes forth of the doors of my house to meet me when I return in peace from the children of Ammon shall surely be Yahweh's, and I will offer it up for an ascending smoke offering. So Yiftach passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and Yahweh delivered them into his hands. And he smote them from Aroer, even till you come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto Avi, Karamim, with a great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Yasharel. Just so important that we allow Yahweh to fight our battles. He is the great overcomer. The battle has already been won. The victory is his. And when we can put our life in his hands, when we can trust him with blind faith, he will allow us to overcome even the largest armies, the biggest battles that we may have to encounter during our journey through the wilderness. Starting in Micah 5:6, this is going to be the second portion, the Haftarah for Balaq. Starting in verse 6. And they shall waste the land of Ashur with the sword, and the land of Nimrod in the entrances thereof. Thus shall he deliver us from Ashur, when he comes into our land, and when he treads within our borders. And the remnant of Yaakov shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass, that tarries not for man, nor waits for the sons of men. And the remnant of Yaakov shall be among the other nations, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both treads down and tears in pieces, and none can deliver. Your hand shall be lifted up upon your adversaries, and all your enemies shall be cut down. And it shall come to pass in that day, says Yahweh, that I will cut off your horses out of the midst of you, and I will destroy your chariots. And I will cut off the cities of your land, and throw down all your strongholds. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of your hand, and you shall have no more soothsayers. Your graven images also will I cut off, and your standing images out of the midst of you, and you shall no more worship the work of your hands. And I will pluck up your Asherah poles out of the midst of you, so will I destroy your cities. And I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. Chapter 6. Hear ye now that what Yahweh says, arise, contend you before the mountains, and let the hills hear your voice. Hear ye, O mountains, Yahweh's controversy, and ye strong foundations of the earth. For Yahweh has a controversy with his people, and he will plead with Yasharel. O my people, what have I done unto you? And wherein have I wearied you? Testify against me. For I brought you up out of the land of Mitzrayim, and redeemed you out of the house of servants. And I sent you before you, Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam. O my people, remember now what Balak, king of Moab, consulted, and what Balaam, the son of Beor, answered him from Shittim unto Gilgal, that ye may know the righteousness of Yahweh. Wherewith shall I come before Yahweh and bow myself before the high Elohim? Shall I come before him with ascending smoke offerings, with calves of a year old? Will Yahweh be pleased with thousands of rams, or with 10,000s of rivers of oil? shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul. He has showed you, O man, what is good, and what Yahweh requires of you, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your Elohim. What a wonderful passage that is. And I think that the Father will give us that time to test us. Are we going to be raising idols? Are we going to be worshiping false images? We know that the snake on the rod that Moshe lifted up to ultimately heal the people became an idol, something that they worshiped for many generations until it was destroyed. What idols have continued to be brought through to our generations that man has lifted up and worshiped above the Elohim? He will ultimately destroy that all. But until then, we have a choice. Are we going to worship those false idols, or are we going to worship the one true Elohim, giving him praise, giving him the glory for all of our blessings? That ultimately, I think, is our true test. Welcome, Donna. Great to have you here. And Vanessa, thank you for joining. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful week ahead. We just pray many blessings for all of you. So we are going to finish with our Besorah portion out of Matthew 21. And when they drew nigh unto Jerusalem, and were come to be at Pog, unto the Mount of Olives, then sent Yahusha two Talmudim, saying unto them, Go into the village over against you, and straightway ye shall find an ass tied, and a colt with her. Loose them, and bring them unto me. And if any man say aught unto you, ye shall say, Adonai has need of them, and straightway he will send them. All this was done, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, Tell ye the daughter of Zion, Behold, your king comes unto you, meek and sitting upon an ass, and a colt the foal of an ass. And the Talmudim went and did as Yahusha commanded them, and brought the ass and the colt, and put on them their clothes, and they set him thereon. And a very great multitude spread their garments in the way. Others cut down branches from the trees, and strayed them in the way. And the multitudes that went before and that followed cried, saying, Yahushua, the son of David, blessed is he that comes in the name of Yah, Hosanna in the highest. And when he was come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, Who is this? And the multitude said, This is Yahusha, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. And Yahusha went into the temple of Elohim, and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers, and the seats of them that sold doves, and said unto them, It is written, My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. And the blind and the lame came to him in the temple, and he healed them. And when the chief priests and scribes saw the wonderful things that he did, and the children crying in the temple and saying, Hosanna, the son of David, they were sore displeased, and said unto him, Hear you what these say? And Yahusha said unto them, Yea, have ye never read, Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings you have perfected praise? And he left them, and went out of the city into Bethany, and he lodged there. Very telling that even in these days, Messiah himself was going to the temple to preach, yet there were others selling goods, things that did not need, were not supposed to be in the temple. They were not a part of the praise and the sacrifice that we are to give our Father. We see that in churches today. Would Messiah flip over those tables? Would he be displeased with what the churches are selling and doing within these holy places? Something to consider, something that really opened our eyes to some of the truth that we are to be a sacred temple. We are the living temple. Our bodies now are that temple that need to give him the praise, that need to stay pure and not take on aspects of the world, whether it be living in sin, transgression, worshiping false idols and gods. We have been given the commandments. It's very straight and forward what we are to honor and worship and what we are to stay away from and not mix and mingle with. And so I think this is a great lesson, great portion for this week. Like always, they all are. There's always something so important to learn and to apply to our own lives. And that's why I really enjoy reading these Haftarah and Besorah portions as well, that we can tie in to each weekly reading from the Torah. It is so important that we take these words from Moshe that were given to him by our Elohim, that we take these words given by the prophets, spoken by the prophets, that the Father gave to them. And then in the Besorah, the gospel, the words from Messiah himself and his followers, his Talmudim, who lived and learned and was taught by the Messiah, who then carried on the Great Commission to speak his truth and his word of salvation and deliverance, that he is coming again and that time is coming. We must all be ready. We cannot be stuck in the world lifting up the praise to the wrong God, to the false idols that the world is creating each and every day. There's something new popping up that the world wants to relish in and just give their attention to. We have to be careful. We have to not be led astray, even by false doctrine that may come from the word itself and has just been twisted by the words of man. We must know the doctrine. We must be in the word, meditating on it day and night, so that we can discern from what is truth and what is false. So thank you, everyone. I'm so thankful to be here. I hope you guys are having a great week. We look forward to continuing on. We will probably have a few reruns through the week, but like I said, we will be reading our Torah portion tomorrow. We may have a few other things towards the end of the week when we get back home. But until then, thank you everybody for joining. We do pray that you have a blessed week and the Father shines his face upon you. Blessings and shalom.